Now, example, just to tell you all that how you all can try to relate all these things to real life also. Tell me this, that suppose like, you all consume anything in your daily life, okay? Anything that you all want in your daily life. Tell me one example that you consume daily. Anything. Just one example. Water. But water is free in India, so I'll not talk of that. You give me something else that you'll have to buy.
Vegetables.
Okay. Somebody told, chalo, rice. Okay, so therefore I will talk of that only. Okay. Or you can try to think of, say, sugar. You can try to think of, say, salt. I am okay with any that example. Okay. Suppose anything. Okay. Say, chalo, sugar. Okay. Suppose in this entire year, you require approximately 50 kgs of sugar. Okay. This much sugar you require for the entire year in your entire house. Okay. For everybody. Tell me one thing. Does your mom order entire 50 kgs together only? No. Okay. No, you said no, right? So, we do not order 50 kgs together. Okay. We do not order 50 kgs together. Tell me why, yaar? We should order it together only. Why we don't order 50 kgs together? Some kind of a reason. Speak bit loudly, I will be able to understand. So, bit loudly. Okay. So, therefore, it might get spoiled. Okay, one reason. Second reason. You require a lot of?
We need other things as well. So we need to spend money on them also.
Okay, so money is a problem, right? Okay, so obviously to 50 kgs will require lot of money. It should not happen that the salary of our parents of 1 month goes in purchase of sugar only here. So money is a problem. Something else? No, that I will not like too much comment, although you can be saying that particular thing, but in future these days all these things will always become more expensive only. All the natural things in life will always become more expensive. Okay, so we'll not talk of that. Something else? Storage problem. Obviously in this case, in Mumbai, if you are saying, so in any case our flats are small, okay, I think we'll require half room for such kind of things only here. Okay, so therefore these are the problems. Okay, so you should not purchase so much in bulk here. You all have told me the problems. Good enough. Okay, I got whatever response I want. Sir, so you are trying to be saying we should not purchase in bulk. I am not trying to be saying. You are trying to be saying that we should not purchase so much in bulk. Okay. Sir, then we should purchase in small quantities. No. I say yes, we can think of that. Okay. So let's purchase in small quantities. Sir, how much small quantities? Example. Whenever I have to drink, say 1 cup of tea, okay, which I drink a lot. So I'll go to the market and I'll tell that particular guy, please give me 1 spoon of sugar, no? I will bring it, okay, and I'll pour it in my tea. You all will understand, it will never ever get spoiled. Money is not a problem, storage is not a problem, okay. So therefore, suppose in 1 spoon, no, 3 grams of tea is required. So therefore, I have decided now, yaar, enough is enough. I will purchase 3 grams of sugar at one time, okay. Tell me, would I do that? Okay, we don't do that. Okay, why the hell we do not do that? What's the problem in that? What's your problem in that? I think you'll have to go there too many times so in life. Okay, and we all are bloody hell lazy people. But then forget about the laziness. Can you say transportation cost might actually be more than cost of sugar also, no? So therefore, transportation cost obviously in this particular case will be very higher. Okay. I think that is the only problem. I don't think so that there is some other problem. I think that is the only problem here as such. So therefore, like, the transportation will become an issue. So you cannot purchase too much in bulk. Okay. You cannot purchase too little also. Can we say so? One question that always arises in life is that how much to buy, no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, there is one question that we all need to be thinking, sir, how much? Sir, my mom decides for us, sir, she purchases 5 kgs every month. But then when she purchases 5 kgs, no, she purchases based upon her fundas, okay, might not be the best financial decision. Now try to think of that sugar for you is one of the small expenses, but for companies, no, materials is a very big expense. You got to be optimizing your purchases. You got to be thinking, sir, how much quantity I should be ordering. Okay. So you cannot order too much in bulk. You told me the reason. Same reasons are applicable to any damn company. If I purchase material too much in bulk, you all will understand, might get spoiled. Second, lot of money will be required. It should not happen that I'm taking loan for that particular thing. Third, in this particular case, I'll require huge warehouse to store it. That will also cost me, yaar. Sir, then I cannot purchase too little also, because I'll have to purchase again and again. Okay. Supplier will keep on charging me for the delivery. My purchase cost, including the delivery cost, will become very high, no? Is that understood? Okay. Although one advantage of purchasing in bulk, can we say you will have to purchase very less times?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you all will understand, if you purchase too much in bulk, no, then in that case, you might be getting good amount of discounts also. Correct, no?
Yes.
Okay. I will talk of discounts after some time. Not today, I'll talk it of tomorrow. Okay. So today, I'll not talk of discounts or something. Okay. So try to be thinking that same problem arises for every company. Every company in this particular world should always be thinking how much raw material should be purchased at one time. What should be your order quantity? I will call the supplier. I'll call the supplier and I'll tell him, supply me these many units. I want to be finding out how much should be these many units. You all understood this?
Yes, sir.
My objective of today's lecture and tomorrow's lecture is only one. I want to tell you all what should be the quantity to be ordered from the supplier at one time. Okay, and one thing, we at CA Inter only take financial decisions, and we at CA Final take financial decisions plus other decisions which are popularly called as qualitative decisions. Like, you know, we should purchase from that supplier who is trustworthy, whose quality is good, blah, 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 blah. But at CA Inter, we don't try to talk of those particular things. Okay. We try to teach you all the numbers. Okay. In final CA, we try to teach you the other aspects of business. Okay. Which are frankly far more important as compared to some of the money that we all are incurring. Okay. So let's start. Listen. Now this, no, you'll require few symbols from my side. In your notebooks, you all write down. Write down symbols used. Symbols used. Now see, in this case, so write down the first symbol A. Now A means number of units of raw materials to be purchased in 1 year. Number of units of raw materials to be purchased in 1 year. Yes, write down please. Number of units of raw materials to be purchased in 1 year. Number of units of raw materials to be purchased in 1 year. Okay. Now, listen very carefully. Listen very carefully. A stands for number of units of raw materials to be purchased in 1 year. Example. I was trying to look at your previous question. Okay, tell me in this particular question, what do you all purchase from the market? P1, P2, P3 or M1, M2, M3, M4? M1, M2, M3, M4. In that particular question, it was 2,53,000. These are the units that I got to be purchasing for the entire year. Okay. Do remember that this calculation that I am doing now is to be done for each type of material. Each type of material. Example, say that one of the raw materials that we all had was raw material X. So first thing is we are here to find out, and by the end of the lecture you will be knowing this particular thing. Okay, we are here to be finding out how many units of raw materials of X, how many units of X I should order at one time. I want to be knowing my order size. I want to be knowing my lot size. I want to be deciding how much of X should be purchased from the supplier at one time. I'll call my supplier. I'll tell him, supply me these many units. Okay. How many units? That is whatever this chapter is going to be teaching you all. Okay. So therefore, my entire purpose of doing this entire chapter is only just to try to tell you all how many units of raw materials should be purchased in 1 year. That is one thing. Okay, further. Listen very carefully. Listen very carefully. A is number of units of raw materials to be purchased in 1 year. Okay, then in this case, my aim of this chapter is to be finding out Q. What does Q stand for? You all write down number of units of raw materials to be purchased at one time. Write down number of units of raw materials to be purchased at one time. Now see, what does this particular thing mean? Suppose for X, no, I made my purchase budget. Okay, my purchase budget told me in this particular case that I need to be purchasing 10,000 units of X for the entire year. Somebody can ask, sir, from where did you get this particular number? If you don't know this particular number, then please make your purchase budget and try to arrive at this particular figure. Okay. So therefore, in this case, first thing is that you have to find out how many units of raw materials you require for the entire year, beta. Okay. And my aim of doing this entire chapter is trying to teach you what should be the best value of Q. Q means what? Number of units of raw materials to be purchased at one time. Okay. At one time means I'll tell my supplier, send me these many units. Okay. These many units means which units? Q units. Okay. I want to be finding out the best value of Q. You all understood my objective? Okay. Example. If you all will understand, if A is 10,000, no? You all will understand for Q, I will have 10,000 options, no? I can purchase any quantity at one time. Example, I can try to be thinking, sir, I will purchase 2,000 units at one time. You all tell me, if you will be purchasing 2,000 units at one time, how many times will you purchase in this entire year? 5 times. That is 10,000 units I want to be purchasing. At one time, I'll be purchasing 2,000. So therefore, in this case, I will be purchasing 5 times. Okay. You will understand. I'm free to be deciding this particular thing. Sir, let's order 5,000 units at one time. Okay. Tell me, then how many times you will be purchasing? 2 times. You will understand. You can have any number of options here. Sir, can we purchase 1,000 units at one time? Obviously, it is your company, beta. Okay, if you are going to be doing this, can we say you will be purchasing 10 times in the year? Okay, you can always be thinking, sir, forget all these things. No, sir. Let us purchase all the 10,000 units at one time only. Okay, can you say if this will happen, you'll only order one time in the entire year? Or you can be that stupid, sir, can I do this? I will purchase 1 unit at one time. Okay, you can be doing that particular thing. Can you say if you are going to be doing that particular thing, then you will need to order 10,000 times in the year? After every 1 minute, you tell the supplier, please, I am ordering 1 unit, bring 1 unit. Okay, his entire truck will come. From that, you pick up 1 unit. Again, you tell him, please send 1 more unit. Okay. But then you all will understand, these are all the options, no? You can order any quantity from 1 to 10,000, no?
Yes, sir.
Out of those 10,000 options, by the end of this lecture, you will come to know which is the best option. You understood the objective of whatever you all are doing? I want to be finding out the best value of Q. What is Q? It is order size, lot size, quantity to be ordered at one time, whatever you all might be saying. Okay. So therefore, in my example, A is going to be 10,000. Okay. And I am here to be finding out the best value of Q. Obviously, if A is 10,000, for Q there will be 10,000. Okay. There will be 10,000 options. Let's try to be finding out which is the best option out of them. As I told in CA Interno, my job is only one. And what is that particular job? We are here to do financial analysis. Okay, so we are not trying to be thinking, sir, this supplier is very pathetic, sir. He employs child labor. I would not like to purchase. All those factors I am not considering, please. Okay, we are considering only financial factors. In final CA, I'll try to teach you many other factors. Okay, so in this case, A is there, Q is there. Okay. Can we say that value of Q will be best wherever your total cost will be least? Is that all okay?
Yes, sir.
ultimately you all will understand this decision of ours will not affect our sales. Did you understand this line?
Yes, sir.
This will not affect our sales. Okay. So can we say, if I want to be always doing something that is best for the company, company always wants highest profit. Profit is net result of two things in life, sales and cost. In any case, sales will not get affected. So therefore, if you want higher profit, you all can speak the next line.
You have to reduce the cost.
You have to try to reduce the cost. Okay, so that is what we are here to be doing as such. Let's try to be reducing our cost. So that option is best wherever your total cost will be least. Okay, sir, which cost? Okay, that is whatever our entire chapter is going to be there now. Now, before that, now this theory was made by somebody. I'm not revealing his name now. But obviously, every theory has some assumptions. Every theory has some assumptions. So let's try to talk of those particular assumptions. First, can we say entire aim of studying this theory is to be finding out best value of Q? Is that all okay?
Yes.
So if you want to be finding out best value of Q, can we say we should be having A with us, no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so therefore my first assumption, A is constant. This you all are not writing. A is constant and known in advance. Okay. So therefore A is constant and known to you in advance. Okay. This is first assumption of this. Obviously, yaar, how the hell I am supposed to be finding out Q when I do not have A only, no, with me? Is that all okay? Okay. So in this case, no, that is first assumption that is there. Now see. Sir, you have told us that that option is best wherever our cost is least. Correct. Sir, which cost to talk of? Can we say we should try to talk of all those particular costs which will be affected by my decision of thinking how much to purchase?
Yes, sir.
Example. Will I think of my advertisement cost? I'm just asking you all.
No.
No, that has got nothing to do with these particular things, beta. Okay. So always try to think relevant cost. Always try to be thinking of relevant cost. Example, you were coming from your house to the class. You are thinking, should I go by train? This will be the cost. If I go by bus, this will be the cost. If I catch an auto, this will be the cost. If I go by taxi, this will be the cost. Okay. Now, whenever you are trying to be thinking which out of these four options is the best, will you try to think about electricity bill of your house?
No, sir.
No, that is irrelevant. Okay. It is not to be thought of, beta. Okay. So, try to think of those particular costs which will get affected. I'm starting away with that. This thing you all can write with me now. You all write down CPU. CPU means purchase cost per unit. So, in this case, no, first thing, listen to me very carefully. I was talking of a particular type of raw material. I've already called that particular raw material as X. Okay. For X, I require 10,000 units to be purchased in the entire year. In the entire year, let's try to be purchasing 10,000. Now, if A is 10,000, beta for Q, you all have 10,000 options here. Okay. Out of these 10,000 options, we are here to be deciding the best option. Okay. That option is best wherever your cost is least. We are trying to talk of first cost over here, purchase cost. I asked my supplier. I asked him, if I purchase 1 unit from you, how much will it cost me? He says rupees 10. This 10 is nothing but CPU. Okay. Now, everybody will tell me this. And this, chalo, you all can write down with me only. Write down. Total purchase cost per annum. Tell me what will be my total purchase cost for the entire year. Tell me in terms of symbols, I'll be able to understand that particular thing better. Tell me in form of symbols, please. How will I compute my total purchase cost?
10,000 into 10.
10,000 into 10. But tell me in form of the symbols, please.
A into CPU.
A into CPU. Okay. You all write down, please. A into CPU. Whatever I'm writing in red, you are not supposed to be writing. Okay. Only black stuff you all write down. So I'm going to be purchasing 10,000 units for the entire year into rupees 10. My purchase cost in this particular case is going to be 1 lakh rupees. This is going to be my purchase cost for the entire year. Okay. Total purchase cost for the entire year will be 1 lakh. Okay. Now listen. My second assumption, and very important assumption for me. This is CPU is constant and known to you in advance. CPU is constant means this 10 rupees is constant. Somebody says, okay sir, so 10 rupees is constant. Now in real life, no, it has a great implication. CPU is constant, it means what? I asked the supplier, I asked him that, sir, if I purchase 1 unit from you, how much will it cost me? He says rupees 10. I asked him, sir, if I purchase 50 units from you at one time, how much will it cost to me? He told, it will cost you rupees 10 only. I told, sir, for 1 unit also, I'll have to pay 10. For 50 units also, you are going to be charging me 10 per unit only. He told, yes. How many units you want to be purchasing? I'll be charging you rupees 10 only. I told, listen, mister, I will purchase 200 units from you at one time. How much will you give each unit for? He says rupees 10. I told, you're mad or what? Okay. I purchase 1 unit. You give me at rupees 10. I purchase 200 units. Okay. You will still give me at 10. He told, sir, you purchase 1000 units also at one time. I will supply you at 10. I told, you are mad. If I purchase 2000, he says, I'll give you at 10. Mullah, you are mad. If I purchase 5000, he told, sir, you are mad. Okay. Even if you purchase 10,000 units from me at one time, no, every unit I will supply you at 10 rupees only. You all understood the meaning of that CPU is constant?
Yes.
That means there is no discount irrespective of the quantity. That means there is no quantity discount, trade discount, bulk discount. You understood the words that I have used?
Yes.
Now, obviously, in real life, it might not be happening also. Somebody can be asking why. In real life, if you are going to be purchasing in bulk, can we say you should be getting some kind of a discount?
Yes.
Now, if you are in Mumbai, I think half of Mumbai used to be going to Crawford Market to purchase. Okay, why? Because there you get the things in bulk. But you get the things in bulk, you want to buy the things in bulk because you will be getting good amount of discount, no? So, till now, there is one assumption. Okay, till now, there is one assumption. CPU is constant and known to you in advance. That means you will not be getting any discount. Okay. Now, tomorrow, I will remove this assumption also. But for today, this particular assumption is there that CPU is constant and known to you in advance. Okay. Now, one thing. So, therefore, A is constant. Therefore, CPU is constant. Can we say, therefore, 1 lakh rupees is constant, no?
Yes.
Okay. Now, see. I told you that option of Q will be best where total cost will be least. Where total cost will be least. Okay. Now, in this particular case, out of all the costs, no, I have exposed you all till only one cost till now. That is nothing but, in this case, total purchase cost. I have not told you the other cost. But if you will start to be thinking, can we say this cost is such that no matter how much you purchase, it will remain rupees 1 lakh only?
Yes.
Example, if I purchase, listen to me very carefully. Can we say, if I purchase 1000 units at one time, still I will purchase 10,000 for the entire year, no? So therefore, it will still be costing me rupees 1 lakh. Somebody says, sir, if I purchase 500 at one time, correct. You will purchase 500 units at one time. But like this, you will purchase 20 times in the year, no? Are you all understand, unenthusiastic people? You understood what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Okay, cartoons. So in this particular case, no matter how much you purchase at one time, can we say your total purchase cost will be remaining same only? Everybody.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now what I am telling you all is a very simple thing and I am speaking as slow as possible. If this cost will remain constant only, no matter how many units you purchase at one time, so this cost is useless for me to decide how much to purchase, because no matter how much I purchase, my total purchase cost in any case will remain 1 lakh only.
Yes, sir.
I am not saying that this cost will not be incurred. No. I am not saying that. This cost will get incurred, but can we say the amount of this cost will always remain rupees 1 lakh no matter how much you purchase? Therefore, this cost is useless in order to decide how much to purchase at one time. Is that all okay?
Yes, sir.
All done. So therefore, this is your first cost. And I will always be saying that this is your biggest cost, beta. This is your biggest cost, okay? But this cost is of no use to you till now because of the assumptions. Because no matter how much you will be purchasing at one time, this cost in any case will remain static, means it will be remaining constant, okay? My one cost is altogether done, okay? So till now you all have written four things. You all have written A, you all have written Q, you all have written CPU, and you all have written total purchase cost, okay? Do one thing, call total purchase cost in this particular case as A. Write down A. Okay, done. Now, in this case, let's go ahead. Okay, now when we are trying to be going ahead, let's talk of some other cost now. Some other cost is exactly whatever I asked you all before for sugar up and all. I called up my supplier. I told him, I want to order 1000 units each and every time. Can you say that will mean Q is 1000? Is that all okay? Okay, Q is a quantity that I order at one time. No. So therefore, I am ordering 1000 units at one time. Okay. He told, sir, I will supply 1000 units. I told, okay. Now, obviously, 1000 units has to come from his place to my place. Either I will arrange for the delivery, okay, say through Porter app or through Lala's Move karke, there is some other app which has come now. Correct, no? There is one Porter app. The Porter app, you all know? Porter. Okay. So, I will either arrange for the delivery or that guy will deliver to me. Can we say if that guy will also deliver, he will also charge me for delivering, no?
Yes.
So, in this case, no, let's write down our next symbol. Write down CA. Capital C, small a. This is nothing but ordering cost per order. Now, ordering cost per order basically are all those particular costs which get incurred whenever you place one order. Okay, example, I told that particular person, please deliver me 1000 units. He says, okay. He says for delivery, I will be charging 500 rupees for one order. Okay. 500 rupees in this particular case will be nothing but CA over here. Okay. So therefore, CA stands for, in this case, ordering cost. Okay. Now, ordering cost usually means transportation cost only, but can include loading cost, means putting the goods in the truck, unloading cost also. Okay, so therefore in this particular case, it can mean all these particular costs. So usually in this particular case, it should only include the transportation cost, but can include the loading cost and unloading cost also. You all understood what is meant by the term CA? Okay, so if you all understood in this particular case, that guy told me I will charge you 500 rupees per delivery. Okay. Now, you all will understand one small thing. I think so, and this is not a bad assumption to be making. And this assumption is CA is constant and known to you in advance. You all will understand. Even if I order 2000 units at one time, can we say 2000 units is still one order, no? This theory assumes that, like, you know, that there will be only one type of truck in which the goods will be put and will be sent. No matter how many goods you put inside that truck, can we say the transportation cost will remain same only, no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so therefore this is not an irrational assumption. Okay, I can be saying not a perfect assumption also because if suppose we order smaller units, if we order a smaller lot size, can somebody speak further? Transportation cost might be less also because we might use a smaller truck for it. Is that understood? Okay, if you order something big, then a bigger truck might also be required. Okay, but this theory assumes that CA is constant. Okay, so therefore in this particular case, CA is constant. So therefore, CA is nothing but ordering cost. Okay, you all write down usually includes, in brackets you all write down, usually includes transportation costs but can include loading, unloading, etc. costs also. Now see, I told you that option for Q is the best wherever total cost should be least. Beta, this particular cost is of no use to me. Why? Because no matter how much you purchase at one time, can we say this cost will remain same only? So therefore, forget about this particular cost. Sir, then which cost to consider? Which cost to consider? Now in this case, now see, this is our next cost. Let's try to talk of this. But beta, till now, no, CA is only ordering cost per order. Whenever you place one order, what will be CA? Now you all write on B. I want to find out TCA. Tell me, as per you, what will be the full form of TCA?
Total ordering cost.
Total ordering cost for the year. Whenever I try to do the totals, I want the things for 1 year. Now, ICA gives you many formulas. I don't want to be telling you those formulas. You try to make the formulas yourself. Think yourself. Make the formula for TCA, total ordering cost for the entire year, by yourself in terms of symbols, and tell me the symbol. Tell me the formula in terms of symbols. What will be the formula of TCA? Think yourself. Think for 20 seconds. Before that, if you answer, it is wrong. Think for 20 seconds. Whenever you place one order, you will incur CA. Whenever you place one order, you will incur CA, beta. Think, speak after 20 seconds. Think for 20 seconds. Think for 20 seconds. Think. Okay, 20 seconds are over. Bolo, madam. A upon Q into CA. How does A upon Q comes? Can we say total ordering cost for the entire year? You place one order, you will be incurring CA cost. Is that all okay?
Yes.
Can we say my total cost will depend upon number of orders, no?
Q.
Can we say that my total, I'm asking you a question, you all reply to that. Can we say my total cost will depend upon total number of orders that I have placed in the year? No?
Yes.
Okay, so therefore you all write down is equal to number of orders per annum into CA. Okay, now you all try to tell me, how will you compute number of orders per annum? Tell me, does Q stand for number of orders?
No, number of units.
No.
It means number of units of raw materials to be purchased at one time. Q stands for that, no? How will you find out number of orders? Tell me that.
Total quantity to be ordered upon order at one.
Tell me in terms of symbols, I'll directly understand.
A by Q.
A by Q. Duffers, when I asked you all in the beginning that I'm going to be ordering 10,000 units for the entire year and I ordered 2,000 units at one time, you directly told me means I'll be ordering how many times in the year? 5 times. How did that 5 come? A by Q, no?
Yes, sir.
So therefore in this particular case, this will be A by Q into CA. You write down this entire thing in case you all have not written. A by Q into CA. Now see. Finished, no? Everybody? Okay, now see. That option is best where total cost is least here. Now, my first cost, this green color cost, is such that, beta, no matter how much you order, this cost in any case will remain constant. So, I told you, forget about that cost. Okay. but then this particular cost will get affected here. TCA, this is also my cost. I would like to reduce every cost here. That is common sense. I like to reduce every damn cost. Now, if I want to be reducing TCA, first thing is, beta A is constant. Okay, you can't change that. CA is constant. We just wrote that particular assumption also. Can you say only thing that you can change on the right hand side is the value of Q, no? Okay. So, I want to be changing the value of Q. Okay. Now, you all can try to tell me. How should my value of Q be changed? You tell me that. What should be the value of Q? You all tell me that then. Beta, you change this value so that this cost becomes least. So therefore, you try to tell me what should be the best value of Q then. Can we say you should try to order in as much bulk as possible, no?
Yes, sir.
Can we say if you will be ordering in bulk, then number of orders will fall. If number of orders will fall, my TCA will also be falling, no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So therefore, in this particular case, TCA is equal to A by Q into CA. Okay, A by Q into CA. So if you want this particular TCA should be falling, obviously value of Q should be as high as possible. In fact, somebody told me also, sir, if you want TCA should be least, no, you should order all the 10,000 units at one time only. Can we say if we will be doing that particular thing, my TCA will be equal to CA only because in the entire year only one order will be going, correct, no?
Yes, sir.
But theory can't be that simple. Okay, that is what I asked you all right in the beginning also. 50 kgs of sugar. Would you like to order all the 50 kgs at one time only? No, sir. There will be problems like you require money for it. It'll get spoiled. Sir, we will require a lot of warehouse space. So we have to now talk of those particular things also. But one thing, if you want to be reducing this particular cost, can we say your value of Q should be as high as possible? Is that agreed by everybody?
Yes.
Okay. Now, next.
Yes, sir.
Now, I'm going to be asking you all some question. No costing, no FM. Simple, plain forward stuff I'm asking you. Simple, plain forward stuff. Okay. Let me see like, you know, that how many people can get it correct. Okay. No costing, nothing. I'm just trying to see your common sense. Outside my class, no. There is one guy who sells 10 cold drinks. Okay. Who sells cold drinks? In the morning, he comes with 10 cold drinks. By the end of the day, all his 10 cold drinks get sold. He goes home. It does not matter what time he comes. It does not matter. But by the end of the day, okay, all his cold drinks get sold. Okay. But he has to be selling the cold drinks in absolutely chilled state. Okay. So that the people who drink it get beer type feeling. Okay. So he has to be selling the cold drinks in chilled state. Okay. So now I'm giving you what is his chilling cost. His chilling cost is rupees 2 per bottle per day. What does it mean? If he has to keep one bottle chilled for the entire day, he has to be incurring how much rupees? 2 rupees. Now this thing I am telling you all is completely a variable cost. Variable cost means if he has to be keeping one bottle chilled for half a day, cost in this particular case will be rupee 1. If he has to keep a bottle chilled for 1/4 of the day, cost in this case will be 1/4, means it will be 50 paise. If he has to be keeping 2 bottles chilled for one day, can you say cost will become rupees 4?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So again the situation, he arrives with 10 cold drinks. By the end of the day, all his cold drinks get sold. He goes home. I want to be asking you all a simple question. What will be his total chilling cost for one day? Don't answer me, because before you answer, you should ask me one question. That question, if you all will ask me, then I will reply. Else I will not reply only. But you should ask me one question.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir is not the question. So you ask me that question.
When he's selling the cold drink.
Okay, when he's, sir, when are the cold drinks getting sold? Because that is what I will change the answer. So I reply that in a diplomatic way. And what is that diplomatic way? Bottles are sold at even intervals. Bottles are sold at even intervals. Now, everybody, you are going to be spending 2 minutes with yourself. Okay. I only had to be replying to this particular question. And my question for you all is, what will be his total chilling cost for one day? Take 2 minutes. Before that, don't answer. It will be wrong. But try to answer this for sure. After this much time you reply, till that time think you want to use your calci, please do that. You want to discuss, that is your call. You can discuss among yourself. You don't discuss with me. After 2 minutes, I will discuss with you. Your 2 minutes are over. So now you all can discuss with me. What will be his chilling cost? Okay, 11. I'll accept it. You try to explain it to me. How 11, beta?
The first bottle is sold immediately, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Because even there was,
So you found out the median, I think.
yes, sir.
Okay. So median into 2 then. Correct, no? Okay, okay. Somebody else with the answer? You know, most of the CAs, you put them on stage, they can't even speak also. So when you have got chance to speak, you should try to be speaking. Akshay, how did 10 come?
Sir,
Hmm.
as we know, there are 10 cold drink bottles, and
Correct.
the cost, the chilling cost is rupees 2 per bottle per day.
Correct.
And there are 24 hours, and there are 12 even intervals. So rupees, so 10 bottles into rupees 2 into 12 divided by 24.
Okay. So half of this, correct, no? So half of 10 into 2. Okay. Somebody else with some other answer? This is more or less correct what I wanted, but some other person to explain me. Come on, yeah. This is not costing. This is not any. This is pure common sense that I'm asking you all. Pure common sense. Bad. In batches, I continued debate of this for, I don't know, for how much time I can keep on asking, because everybody will have their own thinking.
Sir, I am getting 44.
44 cannot be the answer by any reason, beta. Even if 10 cold drinks are sold on the last second, no, answer will be rupees 20 only. Even if the bottles will not get sold, it will still be rupees 20 only, beta. How will ever become 44? Beta, bottles keep on getting sold, so cost will keep on disappearing, no? Think. 20 rupees a max answer. Okay. In any case, listen. Let's do the things. Answer should be rupees 10 approximately. Okay. How does 10 come? See, he had 10 bottles. He sold 1, 9 is left. Sold 2, 8 is left. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Well, we'll understand. This is stock. Can you say stock will keep on changing, no?
Yes.
Okay. But if one figure of stock will represent this entire day, that should be say number 5. That number 5 in this case would be nothing but average stock. Okay. Average stock in this particular case will be 5. Average stock in this case will be 5. Now somebody can be saying, sir, average stock means? Average stock means something that represents this entire day. Something that represents this entire day. Okay. Somebody can be saying, but sir, sometimes he had 9 bottles also. Yes, but then sometimes he had 1 also. If sometimes he had 7, sometimes he had 3 also. If sometimes he had 2, sometimes he had 8 also. It's sometimes they had 4, sometimes they had 6 also. Can we say 5 will represent this day in a proper way, no? But I'll want some answers, some kind of a reactions from you all. 5 will represent this day in a proper way, no?
Yes, sir.
So therefore I can try to be saying, on an average, he had 5 bottles for the entire day at the rate of rupees 2 per bottle per day. So therefore in this particular case, cost should be rupees 10. What is this 5? It is kind of your average stock. You all will understand, average figures are used a lot in this world here because you cannot calculate each and every second of your life. Okay, example, if I tell you, tell me any number, the first number that comes to your mind. Okay, first number that comes to your mind. In evening, how many rotis do you eat? You tell me, fatak say the number. Now, when you told me 2, can you say 2 will represent an average, no? Does 2 mean this from the time you have been born till today, you always eat 2 rotis in evening?
No, sir.
No. Sometimes you might have eaten very less. Mama, my stomach is aching, so therefore you might have eaten less. Sometimes you went to a marriage and ate like bukhars. Okay, you ate say 20 rotis there, but 2 will be representing a crude average here. Okay, average figures are used a lot because in this case you can't time every second of your life. So therefore we try to be thinking on an average it must have happened like this only here. Okay, average figures are used a lot. And you're going to be using that, I think, hell lot. Example, if I ask you now, once your study leave will start, tell me how many hours you plan to be studying?
5.
Okay, 5, 10. Okay. Now, suppose if somebody says 10, that 10 will exactly not mean this, no? From the day of your study leave till exams, you will study for 10 hours. It will not mean that, no? On first day, you were very excited. You studied for 24 hours. Next 3 days, you were in hospital. Okay. So, in that case, that 10 that you all have told could be an average. Yeah. Average figures are used a lot in daily life. Example, if somebody goes to gym. Okay. If somebody goes to gym. Somebody goes to gym?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Okay.
No, sir.
So, no, sir. Okay. So, if suppose you run on a treadmill. Okay. If I ever ask you at what speed you run. So, therefore, at what speed you run? That guy who told yes. If you use the treadmill.
6 kilometers per hour.
Okay, so 6 kilometers per hour. So obviously 6 kilometers per hour. He told me one single number only. He did not tell like this. No, sir, first 2 minutes, no. I'm very excited, sir. Okay, I run for 12 kilometers per hour. And then in this case, I start to run at 2 kilometers. He did not tell me that. He told me one number. That one number obviously represents your average. Okay, so therefore, on an average, he had 5 bottles for the entire day. At the rate of rupees 2 per bottle per day, answer will be rupees 10. You all will understand 10 will be the answer provided bottles are sold at even intervals. If I take a twist in this question and if I try to tell you all the bottles were sold at the last second, tell me if all the bottles were sold at the last second, can we say then in that case answer will be 20 rupees, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Because then we had 10 bottles to be chilled for the entire day. Is that all okay?
Yes, sir.
Now, so now somebody in future might tell you this, except me, that average stock formula is opening stock plus closing stock divided by 2. I do not have anything against such people. Okay, I don't have anything against the institute also for using such formulas. But then what I have against is that they forget to tell you this formula has one implied assumption inbuilt inside it. And what is that implied assumption? That raw material is consumed evenly. Is that understood?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Because if raw material is not consumed, like in my example, bottles are sold at even intervals. Okay, that is the implied assumption. Because if that assumption is not true, beta, average will never ever come to 5, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So in future, you know, you are going to be using many formulas like this. I can try to go on and on. Sometimes you might use average capital employed. Okay, that is opening capital employed plus closing capital employed divided by 2. All those things have one assumption that nobody mentions. And what are those particular assumptions? That capital base is increasing at a uniform interval. Okay. These are inbuilt assumptions. No book will also tell you those particular things because those guys copy the formulas from somewhere. Okay. But this is how originally the things have been framed. Okay. So, in future, if you ever try to see such formulas, okay, do remember whenever any sort of average is being used, no, there is an implied assumption that things happen at a uniform pace. Okay. So now I'm writing one more assumption, and that is nothing but raw material is consumed evenly. Now this is my second assumption that I've made over here. Okay. Can we say if I have already made this assumption, now I can use that formula of average stock, no?
Yes.
Okay, because I have written that particular assumption. Okay. You'll ever ask to the institute, no? They have a helpline kind of an email ID. You ask them like, you know, how does average stock formula Q by 2 comes, no? Might be those guys will not even reply also. They say it is there. It is there. Okay. But this is how it comes. That's very important. Okay. Now, you try to ask a final CA guy also, know how does average stock formula comes. Those guys will not be able to tell you. But now you all know it will be useful for you all in the future. Now let's go ahead. Okay. Now when we are going ahead, till now we all have done two costs. One is total purchase cost, but this cost is of no use. That green color cost that you all see. Second is total ordering cost. Sir, in case we want to reduce the ordering cost, then we should order the quantity which is as high as possible. Okay, so therefore try to order as high as possible. Automatically TCA will become less. Okay. Now is the time for the last cost. Now this is something that is most interesting, and might be it was for this particular thing only I gave you this entire example. Okay, now what is this? I asked my supplier, you will give me 1 unit for how much? He told I will give you 1 unit for rupees 10. So CPU is rupees 10. But I did not have rupees 10 also in my pocket to purchase 1 unit. So whenever I have to purchase 1 unit, I go to the bank and I tell bank, give me loan of rupees 10. Bank says, okay, but you will have to pay us interest at the rate of 15%. This 15% is nothing but interest rate. These are popularly called as loans for the purpose of working capital. These are popularly called as, speak for the loans for the purpose of working capital. These are loans that you require to run your business. Beta, you require to purchase materials. Can you say in case you will be purchasing materials, you require money, no, for it?
Yes, sir.
So we take loans for that. So therefore these are loans for the purpose of purchasing stock. Stock is part of your working capital. Okay. So I is 15%. You all write down the next symbol. You will write down I, capital I. Interest rate per annum. Interest rate per annum. Listen, this is I over here. Listen to me very carefully now. Now, I wanted to purchase 1 unit. 1 unit will be costing me 10. I didn't have money for it. So therefore, I went to the bank and I told the bank, give me loan of rupees 10. Bank tells rate of interest will be 15%. Okay. Now next statement is too important. Okay. In case you miss it, okay, you will repent for the entire life. Listen. If I decide to purchase 1 unit and keep it in my stock for 1 year, can we say for that 1 unit I have taken a loan of rupees 10 and on that loan I have to pay interest also?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
That brings me to the next thing which you all are not writing, that is called as CI. CI is carrying cost per unit per annum. It's also called as holding cost. Some people also call that thing as storage cost. If I decide to purchase 1 unit and keep it in my stock for 1 year, for that 1 unit I have taken a loan, and on that loan I am going to be paying interest also. That interest cost in this case is nothing but CI. Okay. So therefore, that is whatever is the term CI over here. CI is carrying cost per unit per annum. Okay, now everybody will wait. Listen to me, listen to me. One line that I said in middle, if I decide to purchase 1 unit and keep it in my stock for 1 year, keep it in my, keep it in my stock for 1. Now this line is very important because if I purchase 1 unit, I keep it for few days, then I convert it into finished goods and then I sell it. Can we say my money will get realized, no? And I will repay the bank loan, interest will no longer apply.
Yes.
So therefore, can we say this cost will only get incurred till the time that goods is there in form of stock, no, for me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, if my stock gets used up, money will start to get realized. Okay. So therefore, in this particular case, what is CI? CI is carrying cost per unit per annum. If I decide to purchase, speak further, if I decide to purchase, speak after me, if I decide to purchase, speak this first, if I decide to purchase, if I decide to purchase, everybody can speak.
If I decide to purchase
1 unit and keep it in my stock for 1 year.
1 unit and keep it in my stock for 1 year.
For that 1 unit, I will incur interest cost.
For that 1 unit, I have to incur
Interest cost. Now see, do remember that we always say this thing, you know, in business, no, I always say this particular thing, that why do we say you should not have excess stocks? Because to accumulate those stocks, you require money, beta. And that money you could have taken a loan, so therefore you are going to be paying interest also. So therefore, CI is that particular interest. Okay. Now somebody can of course be thinking, sir, my daddy has lot of money, sir. Okay. He doesn't need to be taking a loan, then CI will not come, or what? It will 100% come. How will it come? If he has lot of money, one thing, he will not require loan. Is that all okay? But if he had money, say that it was his policy to invest in mutual funds. Okay. In mutual funds, he was getting 15% return per annum. But then he decided to purchase 1 unit with that amount. Can we say if he purchases that 1 unit and keeps it in his stock for 1 year, that 10 rupees he is investing in stock and not in mutual funds?
Yes, sir.
So then he will lose the interest on that rupees 10, no?
Yes.
So beta, I is either your actual interest or it is, in this particular case, your opportunity cost of interest. Is that all okay?
Yes, sir.
But always do remember, actual interest cost is always exactly like opportunity cost only. In one case you are paying, in the other case you are losing. In any case, in both the cases, it is still your expense, no?
Yes, sir.
Losing something is equal to paying or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so therefore it is still your cost. Okay, now see. One example I am giving, so therefore if you all will have doubt, okay, it'll start to go away. Suppose. From now onwards, no, I change my policy. I try to think like this, that I will not include books cost in your fees. You will have to pay for that extra. Okay. Suppose for one student, my books cost is rupees 1000. Okay. I decide to sell you at 1000 only. Can we say, if I purchase books and keep it in my stock for 1 year, okay, can you say I will lose interest, no? Or I will pay interest because I might have taken a loan for purchasing those books?
Yes, sir.
But if you take admission, you will pay me for those books and those books will get sold. Can we say the amount of loan will fall, no?
Yes.
So can we say amount of interest does depend upon, in this case, how much stock I will have, no? If I will have more stock, I will have to pay more amount of interest. Is that understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that leads me to this final cost now. You will have written this, CI is equal to carrying cost per unit per annum is equal to CPU into I. CPU is rupees 10. I is 15%. So therefore CI is equal to 10 into 15%. That in this case is nothing but 1.5. 1.5 is per unit per annum. Now what does this particular 1.5 mean? If you purchase 1 unit and keep it in your stock for 1 year, then in that case you will have to be paying this much amount of interest cost. Okay, I'll repeat this last sentence that you all repeated once for me. If I purchase 1 unit and keep it in my stock for 1 year, then in that case you will have to be paying interest cost on that. Okay, and that interest cost will amount to 1.5. Now this is your last cost and be very active with it. You all write down TCI. As per you, what should be the full form of TCI?
Total carrying cost.
Total carrying cost for 1 year. Total carrying cost for 1 year. Okay, that's fine. Now see, I want to be making a formula for total carrying cost for 1 year. Can we say, listen to me very carefully. If you purchase 1 unit with you and keep it in your stock for 1 year, you will be incurring CI. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Can we say my total carrying cost will depend upon how many units you have in stock for the entire year, no?
Yes.
Okay. So therefore, you all don't write. My total carrying cost will depend upon how many units of raw material you have in stock for the entire year. But then you all will understand my next statement because I spoke of that around 5 minutes ago. Stock is a changing figure. No company can ever be saying we had this much stock in the entire year. That's a stupid statement, beta. Whenever you purchase the raw materials, can you say stock will increase?
Yes.
And then you will keep on consuming it. Stock will start to be falling. Can you say stock figures will always keep on changing every second, no?
Yes.
If some figures keep on changing every second, then you should take which figure of all those such things? Average figure. So therefore, in this particular case, average stock of raw materials for the entire year. You all write down average stock of raw material per annum into CI. Now see, just that you could know this formula instead of me making you all mug up. I gave you this entire example. I'm giving you now the same example. How to find out the formula of average stock? Listen to me very carefully. Tell me, how many units you order at one time?
2000.
Symbol. How many units you order at one time? Q units. Think I purchased Q units. I went on consuming it. Assuming consumption happens evenly. Can you say after few days stock will become 0?
Yes.
Okay. The moment stock becomes 0, I tell my supplier, please send me Q units more. Again in this case, I will order Q units. Again in few days, it will become 0. Again in this case, I will order Q units. Again in few days, it will become 0. Suppose this thing happens in 10 days, means in 10 days, my stock falls down from Q units to 0. Can we say average stock over here will be nothing but Q by 2? Okay. Can we say for these 10 days, average stock will be Q by 2. For these 10 days also, average stock will be Q by 2. For these 10 days also, average stock will be Q by 2. Can we say if average for every 10 days is Q by 2, can we say average stock for the entire year will also be Q by 2, no?
Yes.
Somebody can be thinking, no, sir, you told wrong. Okay. Average stock for the entire year will be Q by 2 plus Q by 2 plus Q by 2. You will have to add it 36 times. Beta, but then to arrive at average, you'll have to divide by 360. Sorry. Then to arrive at average, you'll have to divide by 36. No. One sec. Can we say for every 10 days, average stock is Q by 2? Are you convinced about it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, how did that q by 2 come? Q plus 0 upon 2. And can we say that formula I can write because I assume that raw material is consumed evenly?
Yes, sir.
Can we say for every 10 days average stock will be Q by 2? Now what statement I made? If average stock for every 10 days is Q by 2, average stock for the entire year will also be Q by 2 only. I was only trying to think about some people who will start to be thinking, no sir, average stock for the entire year will be Q by 2 plus Q by 2 plus Q by 2. Sir, likewise we should do 36 times to make it 360 days in a year. But beta, again to get the average, you will divide by 36, no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, if that is not okay, I will tell you a stupid example. Okay, stupid example. If somebody still thinks, sir, that stupidity is only correct. If somebody thinks like this. Every day you purchase 2 liters of milk, okay, from that doodh wala, okay, from the milkman. By the end of the day, it becomes 0. The moment you purchase, you keep it in the refrigerator. Whenever you want to be drinking, you take it out, you drink and keep the balance over there. By the end of the day, it all becomes 0. Okay. This is the situation of first day. Second day also exactly the same thing happens. Third day also exactly the same particular thing happens. Can I say my average amount of milk in the fridge for the entire day will be 1 liter, no?
Yes, sir.
Beta 2 liter is there in the morning, so 0 is there in the evening, so therefore my average will be 1 liter, no? Now, can we say every day's average will be 1 liter only? So let me ask you the final question now. What is the average amount of milk that you have in your refrigerator for the entire year? You tell me what will be your answer? 1 liter. You cannot say 365 liters. No, you have not kept a buffalo, no, to inside the fridge. If every day's average is 1 liter, beta, pure entire year's average will also be 1 liter, no, in that case.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so therefore in this case, for every cycle, if the average stock is Q by 2, beta, stock for the entire year will also be Q by 2 only. So therefore you all write down average stock will be Q by 2 into CI. Now see, one other thing also. I am making one more assumption. I is constant and known to you in advance. You all will understand, beta, I is the interest rate, no? That I will have to assume as constant, no? That has got nothing to do with all these things, yeah. That is your bank interest rate. That will not change based upon how much quantity you purchase, no, at one time. Unenthusiastic people, you understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Listen. Now, in this case, I have done all the things that I had to. Everything is over from my side. Now, listen. But one thing that you could not find out only, okay, that was because of solid explanation that I gave. Listen. That was, when I told average stock formula is Q by 2, no, I actually made one other assumption also. What was that other assumption? You did not guess it, but now you should be able to understand it. That will be more than enough. That assumption was lead time is 0. Sir, what is lead time? L-E-A-D. What is lead time? It is the time between you ordering the goods and you getting the goods. If you realize, I made that assumption. How? I told you all the moment goods become 0, I immediately wrote Q over here.
Yes.
This assumption, no, is required. Else formula of average stock will never ever be Q by 2. Somebody can be asking why. Suppose I tell my supplier, please send me the goods. He told it will take 3 days, sir, for me to be sending. Now you all start to be realizing that I will order Q units. Okay, it will become 0. I tell the supplier, you send me new lot, no? He says it will take me 3 days. Can you say for 3 days your stock will be 0?
Yes, sir.
Again you will get Q units. Again it will become 0. Again there will be a gap of 3 days. You all will understand. Average stock for these 10 days will be Q by 2. Average stock for these 10 days will be Q by 2. But average stock for the entire year will actually be lower than Q by 2 because there were some days when the stock was 0, no?
Yes, sir.
That is why the guy who made this entire theory, no, will reveal his name probably by the end of the lecture. He had to be assuming that lead time is 0. Okay. He had to be ensuring this particular thing that the moment this thing becomes 0, immediately, you know, this thing becomes Q. Because unless and until this particular thing is true, no, you all do understand that formula of q by 2 will never ever come, no. But when he told this assumption, no, he wrote this third assumption also. And this third assumption was, I'll write it first. Okay, his third assumption was that lead time is 0. Okay, when he published his book, no, lead time is 0. Everybody abused him. What nonsense. You make bloody any stupid assumptions to make the theory. Okay, what kind of a dash person you are. Ye, wo, vagera. He was criticized a lot. He told to everybody, I am not stupid. You all are morons. Okay, so everybody asked, why? He told, I am actually not saying that lead time is 0. I am saying that when this becomes 0, I assume that immediately this becomes Q. And it is common sense that if suppose lead time is 3 days, it is common sense that, can somebody tell me further what he must have told to everybody? You place the order 3 days before it becomes 0, no? You all will understand. If I place the order 3 days before it becomes 0, I have placed the order here. Stock will come after 3 days. When the stock will be coming, stock would have been 0. Immediately 0 will become Q, no?
Yes, sir.
You all understood this?
Yes, sir.
So he told, I am not mad. You all are bloody mad. Okay. He told, my basic aim of telling you all lead time is 0 is not that I am assuming lead time is 0. He told that the moment this becomes 0, this should become what here? Q. Is that all okay?
Yes.
Job done. Now this is my entire formula of TCI. You all have written this Q by 2 into CI?
Yes, sir.
Now see, you all will understand, if I had to minimize TCA, tell me Q had to be
Highest.
as high as possible. Now you all will understand, sir, as TCA is a cost, beta TCI is also a cost only, no?
Yes, sir.
So therefore TCI should be as least as possible here. Okay, even this is my cost. Now you all will understand, CPU is constant, I is constant. Can we say CPU into I gives you CI, na?
Yes.
So therefore CI is constant. Okay, 2 is a number, you can't be changing it. On the right hand side, there is only one figure that you all can change, beta. Which is that particular number?
Q.
Q. That is the only figure that you all can change. Okay. Tell me, I want to be changing Q such that TCI becomes least. Tell me, what should I do?
Q should be lower as possible.
Q should be as low as possible. Okay, you all will understand. If Q is least, automatically TCI will be least, no?
Yes.
Is that all okay for everybody? Now, I have spent approximately 1 hour for this. You will have to tell me now, because whatever you are about to be telling now, we discussed it right actually 1 hour ago also. Tell me why the hell I am trying to teach you this entire theory. The answer is written on the screen only. Why the hell I am trying to teach you this entire theory? What is the problem in deciding the best value of Q? What is that problem? Is there on the screen? You try to tell me.
According to one protocol, Q should be higher as possible, and according to other, Q should be as low as possible.
Perfect. You all will understand that value of Q is the best. Can we say where total cost is least? Now, in total cost, this A cost is all useless because this in any case will be remaining constant only. So therefore, we try to be thinking, we want to reduce this, we want to be reducing this, but the bloody problem is, if you want to be reducing this particular cost, Q should be as high as possible. Okay. Can you say, if I make Q very high, my TCA will fall, but can you all speak further?
TCI will rise.
TCI will start to be rising. Okay, somebody says, no, sir, we want to be reducing this particular cost. Okay, if you want to be reducing this particular cost, then Q should be as low as possible. Can we say if Q should be as low as possible, then in that particular case, if you make Q as low as possible, TCI will certainly fall, but TCA will start to be rising here. What to do? Okay. And mathematically, I think it was simplest for me to be explaining to you all. No complication at all. Beta, here Q comes in the denominator, here Q comes in the numerator, no?
Yes.
Okay, so therefore you all will understand, I cannot have one value of Q which will minimize TCA and TCA both. In fact, if you try to minimize TCA, TCI will start to get maximized.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
And the vice versa is also true. If you try to minimize TCI, so TCA will start to get maximized. What to do, men, now? Okay. Then this was one problem that many people were facing. Many companies were facing this damn issue. Yaar, how to decide how much to purchase at one time? They used to be doing trials and errors. In 1 year, they used to be ordering chota quantity, small lots. Obviously, in that year, this figure will be least, but then this will start to be rising. Next year, they used to be thinking, oh, this cost is very high. We'll start to do reverse. We'll start to order in bulk. Okay, that time, this particular cost will fall. But then this particular cost will start to be rising. What should be done? Okay, what should be done? In this case, no, that time somebody thought, can't we try to minimize both of them at the same time? But that was not possible. You cannot try to minimize both of them at the same particular time. Then what to do here? I'm giving you all one example. If you are in place of this guy, what will you do? Example. Suppose in this case, a new movie is about to be released. Say Dhoom 10. Okay, Dhoom 10. Now, say that in Mumbai, it will release in only 2 theatres. Okay. One, it will release in the theatre which is next to you. Other theatre is very far away, say in Panvel. Okay. Very far away from your house. Okay, it'll release over there. This is next to your house. This is very far. Okay. You try to be thinking, sir, I will take a financial decision where to watch the movie, sir. I will take financial decision. Okay. So, first thing, ticket rate. The theatre which is next to you, ticket rates are super high, including the popcorn and everything. Say that it'll cost you ₹1,000. In Panvel, the theatre that is there gives popcorn free only. Okay. The ticket rate is also very less, say 50. But then obviously you'll have to travel also to the theatre. Okay. This is next to you, but you are very Amir. You try to be thinking, I require Ola XL. Okay. It'll cost you, say, ₹50. If you go to Panvel, okay, it'll be costing you in this particular case, ₹900. Okay. Now, one thing, assuming your time has got no damn value. Okay. Because else you'll, sir, who has so much amount of time to go to Panvel? Okay. In any case, your time has got no value only. So, forget about that. You tell me if you want to take a financial decision where to watch the movie. You tell me where should you watch the movie? Panvel. Now, you all, did you understand that this example is similar to the example that we all are doing?
Yes, sir.
If you try to minimize this cost, can you say this cost will get maximized? No? Correct? No? And vice versa is also true. Okay. So therefore, then we do one very simple thing. Sir, neither we think of this, neither we think of this. Can we say we will think of the total? No? Is that all okay? So therefore, here cost is 1050, here cost is 950. Sir, 950 is cheaper, it is better. This guy immediately thought of this and it was very simple for him. He told, from now onwards, I am not interested only in TCA and TCI. Okay. Because both of them are conflicting cost. Okay. So therefore, forget it. Okay. Instead of maximizing, instead of minimizing TCA and TCI, because we cannot minimize both of them. Okay. So therefore, we should start to minimize T. As per you, what will be the definition of T? It is TCA plus TCI, no?
Yes.
Okay, we are exactly going to be writing that particular thing only. So therefore, you will write down T, total inventory associated cost excluding purchase cost is equal to TCA plus TCI is equal to A by Q into CA plus Q by 2 into CI. Excluding purchase cost. I have only included TCA and TCI in that. I have not included the purchase cost. Okay, just for clarification. Excluding purchase cost. So I included B and C. I have not included that A cost in this. A by Q into CA plus Q by 2 into CI. Now see. Now, We have done almost all the things that I had to be doing. You all do one thing. After that, no, you all write down assumptions of the theory. You write down this. Assumptions of the theory. Copy down this, please. A, CPU, CA and IA are constant and known to you in advance. Raw material is consumed evenly and lead time is 0. Once done, do let me know. Now, see. Now, this problem, no, ultimately the problem till now was not resolved. But then we thought that let's in this case try to find out that at what value of Q T will be least. You understood these words?
Yes, sir.
Wherever T will be least, can we say that should be the best value of Q, no, as such?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So therefore now entire focus shifted to, in this case, that forget about TCA, forget about TCI. Let's try to take them as a totality cost. There was one mathematician, great person of his times, called as Wilson, W-I-L-S-O-N. He along with his partner, Mr. Ford, okay. They all started this particular research. I'm giving you an example. Now his complete work, no, his complete work is not there in your syllabus. Still, I'll try to reach as close to their work, okay. I'll try to do most of the things, okay, but then when it becomes too much for me, at that time, I'll stop over there, okay, because it is not there and ICA doesn't even know about those things, okay. Now, Wilson and Ford no thought, can there be some formula for it? Can there be some formula whereby we can directly try to arrive at, like, you know, the best value? So therefore, those guys took some example. Now, both of them were very good in geometry, okay. They took A as some figure, okay, to demonstrate I'm taking A as 10,000. They took something as CA, they took something as CI, okay. Can we say if A is 10,000, for Q, there will be, in this case, 10,000 options, no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, those guys know they wanted to study the nature of TCA cost. They wanted to study the nature of TCA cost. Tell me, what's the formula for TCA? A upon Q into CA. Okay. So, therefore, what those guys did? They took a very big graph paper. Okay. They plotted Q over here. They plotted TCA over here. Okay. And then they started. They had A in any case. 10,000. They had something that they had taken as CA over here. And then they started. They took Q as 1. Can you say if Q will be 1, TCA's answer will be the highest, no?
Yes.
They plotted that. If Q will be 1, whatever answer of TCA came with the help of this formula, they tried to be taking that answer over here. Then they took Q as 2. They took Q as 3, Q as 4, Q as 5, Q as 6. You all will understand, whenever Q will be rising, TCA should start to fall, no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Tell me, what are you doing after 3:30 today?
Lecture.
Attending another lecture. Okay. So, after that lecture, again you have another lecture. Okay. So, after the last lecture for today, no? Try to do these things on Excel also. On Excel, you all know that there is a feature of graphs.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so try to be making a graph like this. That graph will exactly have a shape like this. It will keep on falling as such. Okay, because whenever Q will start to be rising, TCA should fall, no? Okay, in fact, if I try to make it slightly more accurate, okay, if you all can try to hold on, if you're okay in visualizing, I can make it slightly better for you. Example, can we say if Q will be 1, TCA will be highest?
Yes, sir.
Can we say if Q will become from 1 to 2, number of orders will become half, no?
Yes.
Beta, if suppose Q is 1, you all will understand A by Q is 10,000. But if Q becomes 2, number of orders will drop down from 10,000 to 5,000. So TCA will also become half, no?
Yes.
So therefore that cost will become half. So therefore then 3, then 4, there will be a very steep fall over here. Okay, it will be almost something like this over here. Okay, this will be the shape of TCA graph. Okay, he realized from here that in case I want to be minimizing TCA, Q should be in this particular case as high as possible. We all know that, right?
Yes.
Correct, no? Yes. Now their first finding was all over. Okay, they wanted to make the graph of it, okay, to study further. So therefore they made the graph for it. Okay, then they thought obviously next graph we should be making of, please speak,
TCI.
TCI. And obviously TCI formula is what? Q by 2 into CI. They took Q over here, they took TCI over here, and again they all started. CI they had before, okay, Q they all took as 1. Can you say if Q will be 1, TCI will be least, no?
Yes, sir.
So therefore they plotted Q over here as 1. They got TCI that they plotted over here. Again they took Q as 2. Can you say if Q will be 2, then in that case TCI will also double, no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, they went on doing this particular thing. Okay, today, after the last lecture and after making the graph for TCA on Excel, you try this particular thing. It will exactly be a straight line like this. Okay, we did that entire thing. Okay, we did that entire thing. They made this entire graph. Then they started to realize, yeah, in case we want to be minimizing TCI, can you say Q should be as least as possible?
Yes.
Okay, so then what to do? They thought what could be the best value of Q, because if suppose we try to think about TCA cost, then we should remain over here. But then if we remain over there, then TCI will become very high, no?
Yes.
And if suppose somebody says, no, sir, remain over here. Okay, that time in this case, TCA will become very high. What to do? Bloody shit, there is a problem over here. Both these costs are conflicting costs here. What should be done? Then in that case, Wilson thought, why the hell to be making these two graphs also? Forget it. Okay, let's try to be making the last graph. They all made the last graph. It's not that they died after that. It's not like that. Okay. Now, tell me in that last graph, what they must be plotting on y-axis? T. And obviously, T's formula is A by Q into CA plus Q by 2 into CI, no?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, A they all know, CA they all know, CI they all know. They all took Q as 1. They all took Q as 1. Can you say some value of T will come?
Yes.
They plotted that particular value over here. Then they took Q as 2. They saw what value of T came. They again plotted that over here. Okay, they took Q as 3, Q as 4. They went up to 10,000 in any case. Okay, they had lot of time, nothing else to do. They were not doing CA, so therefore they had ample time. And then they joined all the points. But the moment they joined all the points, no, the shape of the graph was like this. Okay, they realized that everything is all over. Okay, they came to know that our research is successful now. Okay, they knew that everything is over. Okay, you all will understand value of T keeps on changing. Tonight, if you all want, after making the graph for TCA and TCI, you can start to be making this particular graph of T. Okay, you all will do it tonight. It is impossible that anybody will be doing. You all are bloody liars of the highest order. Listen now. So just observe. Okay. So therefore, in this case, no, they all realized that in all these cases, value of T keeps on changing. But can we say there is one place where value of T is the least? No.
Yes.
They put that particular thing down on x-axis. They told this is that value of Q which results into least T. Is that all okay?
Yes, sir.
And they told from now this quantity will be the best quantity to be ordered. Later on they published their first book, and that was a book on economic order quantity. They later on called from now onwards world will know this best value of Q as EOQ. Economic order quantity. In their first book that was titled as How Much to Order, economic order quantity. This term came for the first time in this world. They told if you will be ordering this quantity, no, TCA will not fall. TCA will not be the least figure. TCI will also not be the least figure. But then which particular figure will be the least over here? T figure. In any case, for a company that is more than enough here, okay, that your total cost will be the least. That is why no, one sentence we always say. I hope that sentence is clarified by this line that I write down. I'm just writing, not speaking. We all will read this particular line. That Q, read please. Which minimizes T is called as EOQ. And EOQ stands for what, beta? Economic order quantity. If you order this much quantity, I'm asking you all, will TCA be the least?
No.
No. Will TCI be the least?
No.
No. Then what will be least over here?
T.
T. In any case, I'll be happy no with that. I could not minimize this here. If this was getting minimized, this will get maximized. The vice versa was also true. So therefore, you start to total it up. Okay. Now these graphs, no, I've already made in your book as such. Okay. These graphs are there as part of your theory over here only. Charts of TCA, charts of TCI. Okay. This is TCA. Sorry, I guess this is TCI. This is TCA. I've written them over here. Okay. And this is your final chart as such. In this final chart, I've made all the things. Okay. I have made TCI line. I have made TCA line. But then I made this black, bold, fat line also. And that is nothing but line of T over here. So therefore, that line I call as total inventory associated cost, means T over here. And wherever it will be the least, we call that quantity as which quantity, beta? EOQ. Is that all okay?
Yes.
But again the task still remained, and that task will get over tomorrow. Sir, means in every question we have to make a graph like this to get the answer or what? Okay. Beta, if for every question you will make graph no like this, your life will pass and one question will also not get over. So then what to do? These guys use their knowledge to try to convert and try to get EOQ with one single formula only. Okay. That one single formula, we will try to derive it tomorrow, not today. But then you all write down one line to finish off today's session. You all write down. After the assumptions that you all have written, you write down. Leave one line. TCA and TCI are conflicting costs. We cannot minimize both of them. If we minimize one, the other will get maximized. Hence, we minimize T. That Q where T gets minimized is called as EOQ. Write down in bracket the full form of EOQ, economic order quantity. Economic order quantity dash theory made by Wilson and Ford. Wilson, W-I-L-S-O-N, and Ford.